This is an English for Citizenship video brought to you by Springvale Learning and Activity Center. This is Australia's Democratic Beliefs, Part 5. This lesson will cover freedom of speech and freedom of expression. Key words to learn: freedom, speech, expression, literature, reputation, criticize, allegations, protest. Freedom. Freedom is the power or right for a person to act, speak, or think as one wants. Speech. Speech is when people are talking to each other. Freedom of speech allows people to say and write what they think and to discuss their ideas with others. You can have freedom of speech by reading newspapers, watching TV shows, watching debates, talking to others, and reading books. These are all ways that you can have freedom of speech. Expression. Expression is the act of telling others one's thoughts or feelings. People express themselves through art, film or movies, music, literature, these are all ways that people express themselves. In Australia, we are free to think and say what we want, as long as we do not harm others. So our speech and what we write and say to others may not harm others. Allegations. Allegations are saying that someone has done something illegal or wrong, but sometimes without any proof. We cannot make false allegations. In Australia, there are laws against false information. It is against the law to make other people hate or act violently against someone else. We are free to meet people in public places for social or political discussion. Public places are parks, museums, art galleries, outside playgrounds, and many other community centers, many other places. These are public places where anyone can gather. Criticize. Criticize means to talk about the faults of someone or something. So you are pointing out the faults of someone or something. We are free to criticize the government. So in Australia, we are free to point out where the government is not doing a good job. We are free to peacefully protest against government decisions. Peacefully protesting means that we do not hurt others and we do not destroy property. Newspapers, television, and radio also have the same freedom. All Australians must respect other people's freedom of speech and expression. So we must allow others to also say what they are feeling and thinking. Test questions. Please try to answer the following questions about Australia's democracy and the meaning of the key words. Question 1. In Australia, we have freedom of A. Speech and expression, B. Expression and voting, C. No freedom of speech. So in Australia, we have freedom of, and the correct answer is A. In Australia, we have freedom of speech and expression. Question number 2. Freedom of speech allows A. Rich people to make rules, B. The government to tell people what to think, C. People to say and write what they think. So what does freedom of speech allow? The correct answer is C. Freedom of speech allows people to say and write what they think. Question number 3. Expression is A. Telling others your thoughts and feelings, B. Being silent all the time, C. Telling people what to do. The correct answer is A. Expression is telling others your thoughts and feelings. Question number 4. In Australia, we are free to think and say what we want as long as we do not harm others. True or false? The correct answer is true. We are free to think and say what we want as long as we do not harm others. Question number 5. We are not free to meet in public to discuss social and political ideas. Is this true or false? The correct answer is false. That the above statement is false. We are free to meet in public to discuss social and political ideas. Question number 6. Australians must respect other people's freedom of speech and freedom of expression. True or false? The correct answer is true. Australians must respect other people's freedom of speech and freedom of expression. Question number 7. We are free to criticize the government. True or false? The correct answer is true. We are free to criticize the government. Question number 8. We may not peacefully protest against the government. True or false? The correct answer is false. We are allowed to peacefully protest against the government, but it must be peaceful. So we may not hurt others and we may not hurt property. This is the end of this section. Please watch more videos to learn more about Part 2, Australia's Democratic Beliefs. Thank you and good night.